I've got a slightly different type of video for you here. This is a lock that I have been trying to evict from my naughty bucket for a very, very long time. And this one was pinned by steel pinnings. Steel pinnings, I have no freaking idea what the heck you put in this thing, but it has kept me out for over 20 hours of picking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick on this thing for, I don't know, an hour, hour and a half, or until I get it open. Maybe. I've not gotten it open on it yet, so my hopes for that's not very good. I want to leave this filming. I'm probably not going to talk a whole lot. And, well, we're going to see if we can get this going. And if it does wind up being a really long video, it'll be a really long, fast speed video anyway. But yeah, I have spent a lot of time on this thing, and I have got no luck. It is a very smooth operating lock. The bitting isn't too bad. I mean, every pin needs to be picked, except maybe pin 5, maybe just a little bit. And it's like the crunchiest lock. I get feedback, I lose feedback, I get feedback, I lose feedback. It's crazy. So what I've got here to help me get through this, man, for the calories I burn, I got a couple of pieces of deer jerky here. I mean, a couple extra sodas to get me going, and heck, I even filled up my tank on my e-cigarettes. So that's enough gabbing. So I'm going to go ahead and set this up at an angle that won't be too intrusive to a marathon pick, and get at it. So now, if I get lucky and pick this thing in like 5-10 minutes, I am going to be so pissed off at myself. Alrighty. Uh-oh. I've never gotten this deep of a false set before. Oh my God. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh, man. Alrighty. Looking for my flathead screw. No, it's under jerky. There we go. And by the way, that is picked. Oh my God. Never had one give me that much trouble before. Well, I've got one that's given me a lot of trouble, but not quite as much as this one. That other one is Yellow Dragon, so maybe I should try the same technique with that one. Oh man, I didn't feel any T-pins, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And all of the pins are perfectly flush at the shear line. Looks like I got a reduced diameter on pin 5. And pin 2 looks like it's been enlarged and maybe even countermilled. So let's look and see what in the world Steel Pinnings put in here to hold me up for so long. I know these Sargents make hell of good challenge locks because of their tight tolerances. Maybe that could have been part of what I was dealing with, but I've got serrated pins galore so far. Lots of serrations going on here, so let's go ahead and look at the plug. I've got threads in 1, 3, 4, and 6. You can see those pretty well. And I've got that enlargement / countermilling in 2. Alright, got to be some sort of magic up here. Whew. I knew that if I just kept my camera on long enough, I'd get that one picked. I got another serrated, another serrated / spool, another serrated, another highly serrated, another serrated. Holy crap, is this all serrated pins? Pretty much. That one sprung up. Okay, so that one's serrated as well. So I'm not going to take these springs out because I think some of them might be epoxied in place from where he repaired the cap here. But I will check to see one's threaded, 2 is smooth, 3 is threaded, 4 is threaded, 5 is smooth, and let's see here, 6 is threaded. So we got threads in the Bible, threads that match those threads here, this enlargement and counter milling, and a whole bunch of serrated pins, and all really nicely done serrated pins. Alright, so I'm zoomed in as far as we can go, and let's take a good close look at these, because they deserve the time considering how long this lock took me to get into. I've got a really finely serrated, all super sharp lips, very evenly spaced on one. Another real sharp serrated, fairly evenly spaced on the driver. A serration with different thickness of serrations. And then I've got this spool with a serration here, and it also looks slightly like a reduced diameter too, so possibly even T-pinish just slightly. Another spool with a serration and a smaller serration. Double serration. Then I've got another one with really tight serrations. This one has a wide serration, another wide serration, and then 3 real small serrations. This is a very long pin. The top is tapered and it is deeply spool cut, so that is a big time overset trap. I've got another nicely serrated driver above it, and the serrations on this one too. I got 2 different sizes of serrations going. And on this one here, I've got some wider serrations, and all of these are just real super sharp to completely get caught up into that threading and make for a very hard lock to pick. Steel Pinnings, man. I am so glad to get this thing out of my naughty bucket, because it has been taunting me. I mean, we really haven't even been on speaking terms, me and this lock. Oh. Anyway, everyone, please stay safe. Don't do anything illegal. And if Steel Pinnings sends you a lock like this, just respectfully decline.